January 31st, 2021 was the day Battleborn servers went offline. Seeing people enjoy something for the last time is very strange, and you will never get used to it, because when you're in the moment, you never realize that this could be the last time. This feeling of experiencing something for the last time also doesn't happen that much to us, because I'm gonna live forever, and I'll always be able to do the things I love, right?
Coronavirus cases skyrocketing to new levels.
COVID has made that thought over this past year a very eye-opening experience for a lot of us. I can't do the things I love right now, like go to a concert or to the movies, because sociopathic individuals that lack any ounce of empathy won't stop being selfish. More importantly, a childhood friend killed himself last year, and going to his funeral was really surreal. I've been on the edge of suicide before, and I was staring at someone that was mere months older than me, and he had made a decision I couldn't. That's when my brain started the process of searching itself to find my last memories with him, and when it found that moment frozen in time, I couldn't have possibly known that that would be the last time I would see him alive. These memories we create should be cherished, and actually seeing someone create their own last memories of something they loved was moving, even if it was only for a video game. I never played Battleborn before, and I bet a lot of you haven't either, but browsing the subreddit the day before the servers went offline gave me a sort of deja vu. Knowing the servers were never going to be put back online, they still tried to savor every last moment with it. Saying goodbye is never easy, and usually when something dies, it doesn't affect a large part of the population. People you don't know die every day, and only a handful of close relatives will truly mourn that loss. But just because it won't affect you or me, doesn't mean that the grief those people are feeling isn't genuine. Battleborn is the same way. It may have died out and been forgotten by the public long ago, but that doesn't matter. There is still a small group of people that will always cherish just how special that game was to them, and that can mean a whole heck of a lot to the individual. Even if you didn't like Battleborn or any of the other multiplayer shooters that have gone offline, that is still someone's hard work that can't be experienced anymore. Let's say you spend years creating something, putting in thousands of hours, crunching for a deadline, and sacrificing parts of your life just to make this as great as it can be. And then it fails. The chance of your creation not finding an audience is almost inevitable when releasing something today, because every media avenue is oversaturated with content. Over 800 games were released on Steam in January of this year, 40,000 songs are released on Spotify every day, and on YouTube, over 700,000 hours of video is uploaded every single day. There is no way you or I will ever consume 99.9% of the media released in a single day in our entire lifetime. You can pour your heart into making something, but there is still a slim chance that it will actually capture an audience. Take this video for example. It'll get 2, maybe 300 views within its first month, and then after that, it'll practically be dead. I hope I'm wrong, but the odds are not in my favor. For me though, I would say I'm one of the lucky ones within the 3 platforms I mentioned. This video will take me about 60 hours to make, and I'm shooting to release one once a week. I'm doing all of this myself, so I don't have to rely on anyone else to make sure that this gets uploaded in time. A game studio has dozens, sometimes hundreds of people that need to all coordinate efficiently to make one single product. They put years of their lives into creating something, and then when it fails to capture the public interest, I can't imagine that feeling. It's even worse in Battleborn's experience. Their hard work isn't even playable anymore. I will hopefully never experience my creations disappearing, but I have to assume that it feels like it was all for nothing. But that's where I'm wrong. As long as there is one person that remembers how much they enjoyed something that isn't around anymore, that experience can never be taken away from them. I also have fond memories of a game that's dead now, and I still go back and watch gameplay videos just to take me back to a better place. It wasn't Battleborn, but just like those players are having to do right now, I have also had to learn how to bury my favorite game. Okay, we're gonna switch gears now. No more depressing stuff. Here's a palate cleanser. Let's talk about those games that died. Cashing in on the latest trend is a dime a dozen in the realm of video games. Just look at how many hero shooters came out after Overwatch became the latest and greatest thing. Lawbreakers, Rogue Company, Hyperscape, and Combat Killers. These two-word names are so common for online multiplayer shooters. That you probably didn't even realize that last one wasn't even a video game. It's a movie from 1968. We can only speculate on the exact reason why these games failed to capture an audience. Actually, I take that back. This is definitely the reason why Lawbreakers failed.
We may have very well made the Dark Souls of shooters.
That's a claim.
That's the creator of Lawbreakers, doing an exceptional job of making sure I would never touch that game. But I'm also not the person that gets excited about the marketing cycle for the next billion-dollar IP. In fact, I barely play multiplayer games at all. The first online game I played was League of Legends, but that was before it went to shit. Now, it's the only place to go if you want to see a speedrun of how quickly someone can call you every racial slur known to man. I only tried League because all my friends were playing, and it was fun for a couple of years. After that, I fell out of the PC gaming culture until I found a game called Loadout. Around February 2014, I saw a clip from the Total Biscuit video WTF is Loadout, and it piqued my curiosity. It's incredibly hard to get me excited to play a multiplayer shooter, but Loadout's standout feature was the absurdity of its weapon customization. Now, I'm not just talking about standard weapon tropes, like flaming bullets or something like that. No. How about an electric cannonball shooting sniper rifle? With Loadout, you can customize the 4 different weapon classes any way you want. You can shoot cannonballs or regular bullets, rockets, or just have a standard beam that has infinite range but does less damage. It was just a very hectic shooter that didn't rely on accuracy too much and had a very low skill floor. So for someone like me that didn't like keyboard and mouse shooters that much, it was idiot-proof. The reason I fell in love with this game was a little mode called Jackhammer. This game mode plays out like a typical capture the flag style. Run to the opponent's base and grab the flag. But instead of a flag, it's a BFH. That stands for Big Fucking Hammer for the kids watching that haven't played the original Doom. Now go to bed or play Doom. Those are your options, young man. This thing decimates anything in one hit, but it only has 5 charges before it runs out of ammo. After that, it's pretty much as useless as thin crust pizza. No, it's not good. It tastes like a cracker, and I'm not trying to make pizza healthier. Give me all the carbs. That would be like going to Olive Garden and not getting the breadsticks. They're unlimited for a reason. The way the game mode starts is with every player on both sides starting in the middle of the map, all facing each other in a circle. Since rocket launchers are the favorite weapon of this game, you can probably see what's about to happen next. It's such a ridiculous way to start each match, and if you're quick enough, you can be the one that scores the early kills. Once you respawn or get the kills, it's just a mad dash to the opponent's base, and I honestly can't describe with words how exhilarating it is to wield the hammer. You have 5 slams with this thing, and after that, it turns into an oversized paperweight. So while it can kill anything up close, you have to make sure you are in range when you go in for the kill. You can't use any of your guns while wielding the hammer, so if you run out of ammo with it, you have to rely on your teammates to cover you or to kill the enemy that has your team's hammer. When it gets to that crucial point in the match where both hammers are on the opposite ends and each player is just trying to reclaim their own hammer, I've never been able to recreate that feeling in any game ever. Knowing you have 0 slams left and you are powerless to stop anyone that comes near you, that's some of the most exciting moments I've ever experienced online. This was my favorite multiplayer mode I'd ever played in any game, and it truly sucks to know that I will never experience that again. The servers went down on May 24th, 2018 because of some European law that made the servers too expensive, and I made sure to play it one last time before saying goodbye for good. On the day the servers went offline, that was actually the same day that Total Biscuit passed away from cancer. After his video came out that inspired me to try the game, it experienced an all-time concurrent player peak, and that was all because of him. Loadout has been offline for 3 years now, and I still catch myself thinking about how much fun I had with the game. And while it may be dead, I'll still never forget my experience with it. Death is a part of life, and that sucks ass. Learning how to deal with that can be a major struggle for most people, myself included when I was younger. Remembering the great times you had with family or friends, or even video games, can be a great comfort in helping you take your mind off that existential dread. I'm under the mindset that I would have rather experienced the game and mourn it than to have never have played it at all. Whatever game you have a special connection with, no one can ever take that away from you. Whether it was a happy, sad, nervous, or an exciting playthrough, I'm just glad I got to experience it, and that has really helped me learn how to bury my favorite game. Thank you for watching, and I know this video feels like 2 different styles put into one, but I wanted to try it out and see if I could actually make it work. Leave a comment on what you thought of this style. Did it work for you, or no? Let me know if you're still pissed about the thin crust pizza joke, and while you're down there, why not subscribe? It doesn't cost you anything. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.